Alright class, we're going to start off, we're going to open up Excel on the gradebook making. So you're going to type in name, and then underneath you need to put in at least 20 students' names. So we're just going to fill in some names. Okay, and then at the top we're going to put in different homework assignments. You have to have at least 5 grades for your students, and these grades are out of 100. So I'm just going to put in homework 1 through 5. Okay, then we're just going to enter in some grades. We have to enter it out of 100. Now if I select this and pull this down, it will fill in all the rest with 100. Okay, and then we can start putting in our formulas. Now you can input your formulas either by typing them in, or you can select them by inserting them up here. And you can use this formula builder. I prefer just to type them in. So we're going to try and get the average. So to do this, we're going to go into column G. We're going to click the end of row 2 equal. Since we're going into the average, we're going to put caps lock average and see how it pops up right here. You can use that. And then we're going to do parentheses. Now we're looking at what we're trying to cover. And since we're not worrying about Bob, we're going to go from B2 to F2. And then we put a colon, and then we put the F2. And then another parentheses. And then hit return. If you don't hit return and you just select another box, it'll also add that box to it. And then if we just, like we did here where we click on the little side corner and pull down, it will apply that formula to all of the rows, and now we have all of our averages. If you wanted to name your worksheet, we can go to right down here, double click, and I'm just going to name this Grades Period 1. Now if you wanted to make borders on these, you can. You go up to Format, Cells, and right here we've got border. And I can select inside, I can select outside. So if I just selected outside in the colors, I can do it in any color I want. Let's say I wanted to do red, and I wanted it to be thick lines, and I wanted the inside. Okay, so let's see what that looks like. That's how it would look. I prefer it how it was, so I'm just going to hit Control-Z. Now if you wanted to change the height or width of your columns, you would select again, then you would go to Format, you would go to Column Width. That would let me adjust my width, but I'm fine with how it is. And then if I wanted to do my row, I would go to Row and Height. You can also do it from on here. Right here where you would go to Format, Row Height, or Column Width. So if I wanted to do row height, say I wanted it to be 22 inches, I'd hit OK, and it would make them larger. Now, to make the average become a letter grade, we're going to do another formula. This is called an if formula. To do our formula, we're going to click right here. We're going to insert it at the end of the person's name. We're only looking at G2, so when we do it, we're going to do an if formula. So we're going to go equal if, which as you can see, it's right here also, and then parentheses sum, parentheses, since we're looking at G2, we're going to type G2, parentheses, is greater than 89, comma, quote, it will be an A. And then you can continue this and go down the line. So we go sum, parentheses, G2, parentheses, greater than 79, comma, quote, B, quote, comma. We're going to continue that. Now at the end of this, we also have to have a lot of parentheses. So let's go 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now we're going to pull this down just like we've done before and make it go across all of the boxes. Now I'm going to just change our grades up so that we can see that we can cover all of A through F. Now you have to have at least a 49 for it to be able to work correctly, otherwise you'll get this false saying that it can't calculate. Let's make sure we can get a D. So now we've got a smattering of grades. Okay, now we're going to select and we're going to go from G2 to G20 and we're going to get the class average. And we're going to do that the same way we did before with equals, average, and then we're going to get parentheses and we're going to say G2 colon G20, parentheses, enter. So our class average was a 82. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this and that it will help you do your grading in the future.